Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today you will be joining me as I play a casual game of Team Deathmatch at my local field. Grab some fun. This is the day before Christmas Eve, so everyone's wearing Christmassy stuff, Santa hats, sweaters, all that jazz. I hope you all enjoy. Right there, I'm just generally throwing down suppressive fire to keep enemies from pushing on us. I see that my teammates started moving up, so I decided to follow suit and give them support. I'm mostly just trying to cover him and make sure that we keep the enemy team from pushing up on us. And when I saw that he died there, I decided to take his position and see if I could try and essentially refrag on the person that killed him. However, I started suffering a weapon malfunction. My weapon kept essentially dry firing over and over again, so I thought maybe I didn't have the mag all the way in. I give it a few more tries, and I eventually just give up on the magazine and swap it. So right here, I tried to peek him again with my new magazine, and I end up getting shot by someone in that little window above the tires. So right here, I tag up for respawn. My buddy Phoenix had essentially told me to go through bank, so I assumed he had a plan. So I'm gonna go that way. I don't know what's waiting for me down through here, so I try to play it cautious. I do end up catching a guy off guard right here. Right here, coming up on this window, one of my teammates spoke up here, Phoenix. I take a pot shot at him, but I'm able to jerk my hand to the side just before, so I don't hit him. But I genuinely thought I had hit him, so I put my hand up to call hit, only to realize I hadn't actually hit him, so we both continue playing. Right here, I encounter 3 separate enemies. I pretty much am able to one-tap each and every one of them. This guy here, I didn't realize there was a dude on this wall until he pokes his gun around, so I drop down and pop him in the knee. I see this guy's here, and now that I've killed those 2, I go to fall back so I can try and get some teammates to move up and check what the situation is. And that's when Motley comes around, and I decide, with him alone and the other dude in the tan, that should be good enough for us to continue pushing through here. So right here, Motley goes over to check a little side window and then gives me the all clear to move up. Right there. I don't encounter any enemies up until this green room here, where me and a dude should have had a trade, but I didn't feel anything from his gun hit me, so I told him he was dry firing, and he didn't contest it, so I continued playing.
I don't think you're firing, bro. Because I didn't feel nothing hit me.
And then I move up to this doorway here, where I show a prime example of why you should practice with both shoulders, because I shoot way too far to the left when I peek this. I end up falling back because I wanted to get this angle here. Motley already has it, so I go right back to the green room. I try to hold it. Some enemies do end up pushing up to that little wall, the half wall I was shooting at before. So I peek the window again and I try and take a few shots at him. I take a few pot shots at a guy. Apologies for the camera angle. It just didn't work out. I decided to push him because I saw him take cover behind the wall, and I ended up getting whacked. Alright, we're tagging up for another respawn, and we're heading back into the fight. I decided to run bank again because that worked out decently well last time. And I saw dead teammates coming back, so I assumed there would be heavy resistance. I move up here, and I don't actually see who's firing. And as you can see, my teammate moved up, and no one shot any rounds at him, so I decided it was safe, and I tried to move up, and narrowly dodged a BB right there. Me and him ended up trading.
Good shit, man.
There's a good corner. Normally someone's there. I thought I'd be able to get him faster than he can get me. I was mistaken. We tag up for yet another respawn and head back into the game. I get up here and I decide that there were enough people in bank last I was there that they could probably hold it. So I decided to go down the right lane. I decide to push through hallway here, and I end up encountering a teammate here and find that Motley had just been killed. So I assume that there are contacts ahead. Eventually, an enemy player does show up, catching us on the flank. I assume he's going to pop up at this window, but he doesn't. He continues around and catches me from behind. The only reason I didn't die there is because he was using a Springer pistol and missed his one and only shot. He then promptly gives me a smooch of sportsmanship, wishes me good luck, and I continue forward. I end up making a mistake here. I get a bit antsy because of all the BBs flying and get really impatient, so I decide to push forward. I come up to this corner here, and I don't look entirely into the room. He's just out of my field of view, so I rush in with no weapon ready, and he catches me off guard. Alrighty, we're going to give the R a nice little touch for another respawn and head back onto the field. As I approach Fatal Funnel, I noticed two of my teammates were quite focused on the bank entrance. I decided to go that way and clear out any enemies that are potentially there. As soon as I hit this door frame, however, there was an enemy player waiting for me and promptly used a bang bang against me. I respond by putting a BB into his plate carrier and informing him that we do not employ a bang bang rule here at GSF.
Sorry for the extra shot. My bad.
I move up to this window that leads into bank and climb my way through. As I'm climbing, however, I hear someone on the other side of the wall and get ready for him. I put two BBs into him and climb the rest of the way through. That is when I immediately got engaged with another opponent. Unexpectedly, however, this turned out to be my teammate Mott. Thankfully, neither of us hit each other, so we continued forward through bank, pushing to the enemy side of the field. As I approached this door frame, I ended up giving an enemy player a one-tap to the mask. I assumed this was going to be a similar situation to earlier, so I moved around to the window here, hoping to catch them off guard and shoot them in the back. There was no one there. So I ended up holding this for a bit longer until I did eventually catch someone off guard. Seeing that back area was clear, I made my way around to the door and pushed my way in there. Here I ended up catching someone off guard and gave them a one-way ticket back to respawn. I, however, did not notice the other player taking cover behind the wall. Even though my GoPro can see this person, my gun actually perfectly blocked my own personal field of view, giving this person a completely uncontested kill. Sadly, this essentially turned into my final death of the game. As I was walking back to tag in for another life, they had called no more respawns. so by the time I had returned, most of the enemy players were dead, resulting in me walking around for a minute or two aimlessly before finally leaving the field. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I thank you very much for watching. Bye bye!